Hi everyone, this is the first question in the Unit 4 homework assignment, and technology is definitely required to calculate the correlation coefficient. And more specifically, this is the Pearson correlation coefficient. So the two options are, you can use Minitab, but if you don't have that installed, that's fine. I have a link in the question to a free online calculator that will do the work for you as well. Alright, so let's do the Minitab version first. So the first thing is we have to select data, then copy it, and then paste it. So you can click in front of the X, and then hold down Shift, and click after the last number, and it'll highlight both columns. If you prefer the drag approach, like if you hold down the left mouse button and drag, you can drag all of that information. If you're copying and pasting this data, Chrome seems to work the best in terms of keeping the formatting consistent. If you use Microsoft Edge or Explorer or Firefox or Safari, I'm not sure that it'll copy correctly. Alright, so once you have the data, you can right-click on it to do copy or Control-C. And then in Minitab, if you place your cursor up here in the gray bar under C1, and do paste, you can either use the little clipboard here, or you can see the shortcut option with Control-V. Alright, so I've done step one. Now, let's get to the correlation. So if I go to Stat, Basic Stats, Correlation. Alright, so you see where I'm at? And then, I double-click the X, and I double-click the Y, and I get X and Y in there. And I click OK. And basically, it shows you a nice little graph. You can see that the direction is negative. It is linear. And here is your correlation coefficient right there. The R is equal to. If you scroll down, it's also written here. And so the answer to the question, rounded to 3 decimal places, would be negative 0.992. So once you have that information, you can then type that into the question. Now let's do the website one just so you can see how to do the free option. So at this point, if you're done with the Minitab, you can just stop the video. Alright, so the website one, I found this handy calculator, and all I have to do is click in this first cell and then do Control-V for paste, or I think if I right click, can I paste? Let's see. No, I have to do Control-V, I think. So Control-V to paste it. And I know that the X and Y showed up in the first cell, but I believe the program just ignores it. So you have all the data here. And if I scroll down just a little bit, you can see it gives us some options for correlation coefficients. And here's the one I want, right there. And it's rounded to 3 decimal places. So the last decimal place was a 0, which is good. So it's negative 0.992. And I would go back to my answer page and put that in. Alright, so you can see the two options here for doing correlation coefficient. Again, it's the Pearson. Good luck.